My dear people of southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, I bring you revolutionary greetings this 23rd day of May in the year of our Lord 2018. I want to begin this conversation, which is going to be so brief but so intense because of the important issue that we have to address, by extending very sound and well-deserved congratulations to our brethren on Ground Zero. I want to congratulate all the business people. I want to congratulate all the actors who decided to go through a painful whole week of Ghost Town, 5 to 6 solid days from the 15th to the 20th of May, to show their disdain towards what that 20th of May, that day, symbolizes to the rest of the world. The people decided to put themselves through stress, put themselves through difficult moments just to let the world know that whatever the 20th of May comes along with has been rejected, and rejected in absolute terms. I also want to congratulate in a very special way these young boys and girls who have decided to keep the fort by refusing to die. These young boys and girls who have decided to offer their lives, to put their lives on the line, to defend the most vulnerable caste in our society, to defend our grandparents, to defend our children, to defend our wives from the onslaughts of Mr. Biya's terrorist soldiers from the Republique du Cameroun. These young boys and girls who have refused to die in lioness by fighting back. Yes, we asked for dialogue. We asked for better living conditions. And Mr. Paul Biya gave us war. We resisted this war so strongly. But at the end of the day, our young boys and girls understood that all they needed to do to stay alive was to fight back. And today, by their determination, by the conviction they have for what they are standing for, or the conviction they have in what they are standing for, these young boys and girls are able to confiscate weapons from Mr. Biya and then use the same weapons to neutralize them and defend whole communities from being burnt down, to defend all people from being roasted alive. I want to specially congratulate all Southern Cameroonians and Ambazonians all over the world who, by their activities, have made it possible for the whole wide world to clearly reject Mr. Paul Biya's narrative that we are terrorists and to cast La République du Cameroun as the victim. I want to particularly congratulate all those who, in one way or the other, continue to reject falsehood and promote truth and promote those values that we seek to ensure that they are perpetuated in our community. The values of hard work, the values of love, the values of fraternity, the values of truth and transparency. My dear brothers and sisters of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia, the past few days have witnessed some callous rumor running riot and going totally viral that Comrade Sisiku AyukTabe, interim president of the interim government, is about to enter into negotiations with La République du Cameroun, and that former Secretary General of the United Nations, Koffi Annan, is going to play the mediation. Some say it will be in Côte d'Ivoire. Others say it will be in N'Djamena in Chad. Yet others are giving other destinations. I'd like to make this clear and very clear that the people of Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia should not allow themselves to be carried away by such stupid rumors that have only one intention. That intention is to set confusion in our midst. That intention is to set the seeds of suspicion among us, and the intention is simply to derail us from the objective of our struggle. Take note that each time we score serious diplomatic points against La République du Cameroun, this kind of stupid rumors come across that negotiations are taking place under the table with some people just to make us vomit out those people. Take a look back at all the press releases issued by the consortium, right from the time Comrades Nkongo Felix Agbobala and Dr. Fontem Neba, along with Mancho Bibixi and others, were arrested, captured, and detained in Yaoundé. There were always those talks of under-the-table negotiations with such people. And the consortium generally made it clear that in no circumstance, on no account, would the people of Southern Cameroon ever be bound by any negotiations, any discussions concerning our struggle, concerning our future, that will be carried out with people who are prisoners, that will be carried out with people under detention. We all know that once you are under detention and you have to negotiate, you have to discuss with the person who has held you captive, definitely you don't have all your faculties. Let it be very clear that whosoever, wherever, feels that peddling such rumors, that negotiations or discussions are going to be engaged with Comrade Sisiku AyukTabe, Comrade Stasang, and the others in the circumstances in which they find themselves, they should dissuade themselves that such will not only be risky, it will be stupid, and of course, is going to meet with total rejection. Let us remind ourselves that Comrade Tasang, who is among those captured, has always been a signatory to those releases of the consortium that indicated that on no account shall anybody in prison conditions will be allowed to hold talks on behalf of the people of Southern Cameroon. This doesn't mean that for any reason or the other, we have rejected our compatriots, rejected our comrades because they find themselves captive. On the contrary, it is in their interest and in the interest of the people of Southern Cameroon that if they are to be engaged in any forms of discussion, they should be free, free as in free, and that the discussions have to take place on a round table with nobody sitting at the top of some table in position of strength against the other. We've always made it clear that any discussions concerning the current struggle will only take place in the open. We rejected any under-the-table negotiations. Take a look at what happened just a few months ago, when Sisiku AyukTabe and the others were kidnapped in Nigeria on the 5th of January 2018. The same rumor went wild that they were not really kidnapped, that they were just taken and they were somewhere in some location in Nigeria having negotiations with the United Nations, the United States of America, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, and Northern Ireland and the French. What came out of those negotiations? What we heard from Chiruma, that they were extradited. What do you expect will come out of any supposed negotiations or discussions right now? I think any international mediator worth the salt, and especially anyone of the caliber and candor of Koffi Annan, will never accept to engage in such kind of wasteful discussions that will have no repercussion on the prevailing situation. La République du Cameroun, as usual, is testing the grounds to see whether Southern Cameroonians will accept anything that they will go and try to put guns across the heads of our brothers that have been captured, so they come and tell us that this is what they agree to, and they have the feeling that we will accept. Oh no, Mr. Paul Biya, undeceive yourself. It's not going to happen. And reassure yourself that you will release Comrade Sisiku AyukTabe, that you will release Wilfred Tasang, Comrade Tasang Wilfred, that you will release Comrade Ndoche, that you will release Pam Fongalam 4, that you release Comrade Shufaida, release all of those people. And when they are released, we shall still take them for proper testing to be sure that they are sound and safe and that nothing has happened to them, that their health has not been tampered with. Only at such a moment will you have the opportunity to sit with the true representatives of the people of Southern Cameroon, including Mancho Bibixi, Senator Penn and the others who are still held captive, who are being handed down stupid, unacceptable, and unjustifiable prison terms. So let us ignore these unfounded allegations and concentrate on what matters. Concentrate on taking our struggle to the next level. Because the only time we will sit down to discuss with representatives from La République du Cameroun in the presence of international partners, international sparring partners, credible ones, it will be to talk about the terms of separation. It will be to talk about how we share some of those things that we own together. It will be to discuss on how La République du Cameroun begins to indemnify the people of Southern Cameroon for the plunder of our lives and resources for over 57 years. My dear people of Southern Cameroon, let us return to work. Let us continue to focus on our struggle. Let us continue to stomp for the freedom, for the release of our captured comrades, and ignore rumor that is simply meant to bring confusion and derailment in our midst. God is with us.